Welcome back again. This is Fox, the next instalment in our Anno 1800 playthrough. In this video we're going to be going over this island. This is making me a lot of stuff. As you can see, it's crammed full of production buildings. So let's jump straight in it. Right, what was the main purpose of this island? The main purpose of this island started off as an island to make me grapes from the bananas. So we'll do that straight away. There's loads of banana plantations on this island. We are making 856 tons of bananas a minute, and the way I make grapes from these bananas is this dude, Dr. Ali Al-Zahir, the botanical director. He produces grapes at a rate of 1/17, and then horticulturalist Herman produces grapes at a rate of 1/13. So if you add these two together, a rate of 1/15 and a rate of 1/13, it's like 1 every seventh cycle. So a seventh of the amount of bananas we're making would be the amount of grapes we're producing. So yeah, these two produce other stuff as well. They're producing peppers, potatoes, grain, hops. The potatoes I will be shipping off to the old world and using for the schnapps distilleries, making more ethanol. The grain will be incorporated into the amount of grain going towards to make the biscuits. It's very, very useful, this island. It has a lot going on. So yeah, the bananas, pretty straightforward. It's your basic setup. They've got tractors. See the tractor barn. We've got the alley, who gives a 30% boost, and then all those extra goods. The miraculous plows, a 50% boost, minus 50% workforce. That links in with the minus 50% that you get from a tractor to make them 0 workforce. Then we've got Herman. As I said, he produces red peppers, potatoes, and grapes, and he also gives us an extra 20% boost. So all in all, these banana farms are working at 450% when they're flat out. And I don't know why they keep stalling. There's plenty of warehouses. I mean, it baffles me when you deal with numbers this big. You can never ever get it to max out at its most efficient. You can see this says I'm making 670 tons a minute. There's no reason why that shouldn't be full, because fried plantain kitchens are using 90% of them. The rest of them are going in warehouses, of which we have 304 million of them across the island. Same with the fried plantains. The bananas, I then decided to make fried plantains out of them, and then use some specialists in the fried plantain kitchens that give me a lot of extra goods. The main one being sugar. So if we now look at the fried plantains. So yeah, I've got these specialists in there. Gennaro Garibaldi, he gives a 50% boost. He produces sugar at a rate of 1/4 and rum at a rate of 1/5. Then got Charlotte the Chocoholic. She affects Chocolate Factory and a plantain kitchen, obviously. She's given us an extra 40% boost and gives us sugar at a rate of 1/4. So these two together is 1 every second cycle. We are getting sugar pretty much. Or 2 every 4th cycle. So awesome amount. It's almost half. It's almost half the amount of plantains for the amount of sugar that we get. We've then got Ferris in there with another 50% boost to increase the speed at which they produce stuff. So these from fried plantain kitchens, I have got 138 fried plantain kitchens on this island. All of them at a big boost, obviously what we just went over. 190 to 40, 290% when they're flat out. As I say, for some reason they just don't. I've got enough warehouses. The warehouses are hardly struggling. You can see everything's running good. These over here need a bit of reworking, if I'm honest. This is the only one that's causing me trouble, but I could.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
This is what I've been doing. I've been trying to streamline it as much as possible and work things around so I can get some more warehouses in to help things on the way. So yeah, the fried plantain kitchens, obviously they're using the bananas to make me the sugar. You can see the amount of sugar we're making on this island is 397 tons a minute. I'll have to write in the forums to see if there's a bug. If I get this island to a point where there is no stalling anywhere, where none of these warehouses are full to capacity and it's still not reaching the desired amount, and I think it may be a bug. You can see this one. It says it's stalling, but it's got a space. This is all working perfect. This one says it's stalling, but it's got a space. There's no reason why these shouldn't be working at full capacity. I've got plenty of bananas. Bananas I can change. I did have a ship moving the bananas around. Maybe the bananas are running out ever so slightly, but I don't think so. I've been keeping an eye on it. Set a reserve on it of 460 so the boats don't take it. Yeah, as I said, if I manage to get this so that none of these warehouses are stalling and it's still not producing anywhere near the desired amount, and there's obviously a bug. You can see it's not even a little bit. This is saying we're producing 680 bananas out of 850. The fried plantains been hovering around 720. I mean, they're on the up now, 720. They've been hovering around the 700 mark when they should be making 800. So it's an eighth of productivity being lost. It's a lot. But yeah, anyhow, we're digressing. The fish oil isn't an issue. I've got that coming in from everywhere. So yeah, the fried plantain kitchens. The other thing that they need, apart from bananas, is fish oil. So this fish oil setup I've got here is identical to one that I did in a video a few months back now, saying the best fish oil New World setup for fish oil, or best fish oil setup, something like that. So yeah, I've done a video on this. There'll be a link in the description to the top that goes through it in full. But for now, we'll just quickly breeze over the items that I use. In the Harbour Master's office, I use Moby, 50% productivity. He gives tallow and gold. Long range bottom trawl, an extra 40% productivity, minus 50 workforce. Mother of pearls, plus 40 productivity. Tallow again, at rating 1/4. These items I then choose to make them 0 workforce. The ferrous and the bell linked together make it 0 workforce with the long range bottom trawl. And then this Fortunate Mark III, very fortunate indeed, gives us an extra 35% productivity. These fish farms are also being boosted by the Ocean Predators Park, Zoo and Teeming Lakes, which together give an extra 30% productivity. So as you can see, all in all, huge boosts on this fish oil setup. Obviously, working conditions at 50%. Everything that's making stuff on this island is being boosted. The plantains, the bananas, and the fish oil. Plantains are not... The plantain kitchens are not at 0 workforce, but everybody was that happy because of the items I'm giving them, and obviously they got all the luxuries. They're getting the rum, which is being produced for free as a byproduct. They've got the church, so... Their happiness, their luxuries was at plus 20. Yeah, they're being boosted by items in town halls to give happiness as well. This captain of industry increases the workforce, increases the income, but also increases the chance of illness. Now, this has been set up for ages and I haven't got one hospital on this island, so I don't know how that works. This item is the one really which enables me to boost them up to the 50%, because this gives 15% happiness plus 40% workforce. This is the historical sophisms of the doctrinaire school of communism. This is one that comes from the Anarchist DLC. You may have seen me using this in some earlier videos. I'm then using Mauchin's back-to-back itinerary for surf. This reduces the happiness by 4% but gives us an extra 50% boost. So we're getting 130% workforce boost and a plus 11 happiness. Now when you put together the plus 11 happiness with the base happiness of 30 that we're getting just from the island, which is no pollution, island peace and all the luxuries, that means I am one happiness. I've got one happiness to spare, and I can boost the fried plantains to full. Fish oils at 0 workforce and the bananas are at 0 workforce. That's why I can push them to full. So yeah, the amount of rum we're producing is quite a lot actually. This will probably be enough rum to support the whole... It will easily be enough rum to support the whole New World. It's 150 tons. I could probably even send some back and then trade it for stuff. 160 tons of rum. We're making nearly 400 tons of sugar. Now, as I said, this never gets up to full for some reason. as I say, until I work out why. If it doesn't, I will just have to factor into account the average that this produces and just count that as the amount of sugar that I need. I would probably say 350 tons would be pretty fair. It hovers between 350 and 360, so I could probably account this for 350 tons of sugar. I would account this for 80 tons of grapes, 50 tons of grain. That's all going to be added towards the biscuits. The tallow is the main boost. I didn't realise how much tallow these fisheries make when you have Moby and mother of pearls in it. So mother of pearls produces at a rate of 1/4. Moby produces at a rate of 1/5. So it's almost like a rate of 1/2.5 or something like that when you put the two together. Because we've got so many of them and they're working at such a high speed, 420%. We're making a shite ton of tallow, 144. Now, obviously, this isn't enough fish oil to supply this. You can see I need almost 800 tons. I'm only making 331 tons on the island. But if we go across all New World islands, not fish oil because that's a dedicated one making oil for fish oil for the shopping arcades. You will see that I'm making 834 tons of fish oil across all of the islands that I have fish oil production on. There's a couple that could probably squeeze in the celluloid ones that I'd already made. Now this 834 tons of fish oil is making me 355 tons of tallow. Well, excuse me, bearing in mind I need 710 tons of tallow globally for everything that I'm using it for, which is biscuits. Now that is half of the tallow I need across the board being made as a byproduct from fisheries that I've just literally thrown down to make me sugar. That's amazing. Same with the grain. I'm making 70 tons of grain. At the minute I'm making 120 tons of grape. I've got a lot more grapes to make over here. Why did I decide to do this in regards to making the sugar here? Well, the main reason being I dedicated a whole island to making sugar. It was pretty much a whole island. I need 560 tons of sugar globally. Now I've already deleted some of these and I'm still making 464. So let's do some quick sums. 560 globally minus the, let's say 360 here. That's an easy sum. It's 200. So I only need 200 tons of sugar. Now, if I was to delete all of this, let's get this down to 200 tons. See how much space we've saved. Because ultimately I need more grapes, so I need more space to make grapes. Probably get rid of this one too. 176, so we've just done slightly too much there. $198. We're near enough bang on the money there for the 200. Obviously, I can delete a lot of these farms because we need 198. We're now making 220 tons. So look at the space I've just saved. It's redonkulous. I will probably, if I fill this with banana plantations, there's not enough coastline on the rest of the islands around here for me to make any more sugar, really, without me totally reorganising stuff. So the amount of space I've just saved over here is probably going to be enough for me to make another 60-70 tons of grapes via banana farms. So yeah, all in all, really happy with the way this worked out. I purposely put the population on these little peninsula here because it was going to be a pain to do anything with. Where possible, I've tried to link the fried plantain kitchens into the banana farms, so they pick the... You see, they will go straight to the farms and pick it up, which saves on warehouses. The only downfall with these fried plantain kitchens, having this many of them boosted as high as they are, is just the sheer amount of warehouses you need to keep them at optimal efficiency. I mean, you can see this little cluster of what, 20 or so for our plantain kitchens. Needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's about 15 warehouses. It's mad. This one over here is working a lot better because every single one of these can get the bananas straight from the farm. This one you can see these higher ones were losing out, so they had to get them from a warehouse. These ones over here need a lot because they can't pick up the... this little cluster can pick up from these, but these have nowhere to get the bananas directly from. So yeah, all in all, really good. Let's check the numbers again. So 108 tons of potatoes. As I say, I can ship them back to the old world to make the schnapps for use for the schnapps to make the ethanol. The grain's going to go to the biscuits, as is the tallow. Hops and the peppers I don't need. They're just going to be wasted. The rum, I will use this rum to feed all of the old world, obviously. All of the new world. Any extra I may ship back and use to trade for other things. Gold bars I don't need. Again, they could be traded. Grapes is going for the cognac. Sugar is going for the cognac also. Fried plantains, I say, they are literally being used to supply the new world, and then all of the rest of them will be bins. A very productive island. We're making a lot of stuff on here. Crammed into... I mean, I love this island. This is probably my favourite island, isn't it? With this seed and in the new world in general. It's got a massive coastline. You can see the same fish oil set up over here. Everyone is affected by a trade union and a harbour master's office, so you're getting double the boost. It's the same setup everywhere we go. All of the islands making me this. Trade union, harbour master's office, getting double the boost. The only bit of coastline where I couldn't do that was here, so these are just being affected by a harbour master's office because the trade unions that are affecting these ones were in the way. I just couldn't. There wasn't enough room for me to fit one in here and have them affect these fisheries. But yeah, for now, that has been my banana island. I will keep you updated on the productivity and what I managed to get to, but I've got a funny feeling it's just going to be a bug or it's just a thing. See, the bananas are 100 lower. The fried plantains a bit better. 70 out of 100 lower than what they should be at. As I say, none of these are waiting for goods. They've all got full amount of goods. They should all be at full productivity. They've all got goods in stores. When you check them, none of them are ever running out. But yet the productivity is not full. It can't be from one warehouse stalling. Like every now and again, and it's not even really stalling. You get that warning sign because it says too many transporters, but there's an extra slot. Sometimes there's an extra slot. Look, I've got a slot free. I mean, this one, granted, but that's fish oil. That doesn't matter. I've got the fish oil coming from elsewhere. So yeah, I will keep you posted. Can we fit another one in there? Maybe if we did this and we did this. Yeah, anyway, digressing as usual. I will keep you posted on this. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. A link in the description again to my Discord and also my Twitch channel where I will be streaming very soon when I finally move house. I'll keep you updated on that. But yeah, for now, as always, stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for watching.